When a card forcefully hits the table, you usually aren't thinking about math, but this game turns finding factors into a fast-paced duel. In the next few minutes, we will walk through the setup and the strategy you need to win the Divisibility Rules Card Game. You only need 3 things to get started: a standard deck of cards, an opponent, and an optional reference sheet for the basic rules of division. Success here depends on more than memorization. You have to use these math facts under pressure, where the right strategy and a bit of luck determine the winner. The first step is to clean up our deck. We need to remove any cards that do not have quick, simple rules for division. This means taking out all the 7s, 8s, aces, jacks, queens, and kings. You should be left with a deck of number cards from 2 through 10, skipping the 7s and 8s. This image shows how to start the match. After shuffling your refined deck, the dealer flips the top 2 cards side by side. In this example, a 9 and a 2 create 92, which becomes the target number for the game. Watch out for prime numbers like 73. If your target is prime, it will not divide evenly by any of the cards left in your deck. If you draw a prime number, just bury those cards at the bottom of the deck and draw 2 new ones to find a target with more factors. This preparation ensures that every round has enough mathematical possibilities to keep the game competitive for both players. Once the target is set, players take turns flipping 1 card from the center pile to see if that card's value is a factor of the target number. If our target is 92 and you flip a 2, you keep it. Since 92 is an even number, it divides by 2 every time. However, if you flip a 5, that card goes to the discard pile. You know 92 is not divisible by 5 because it doesn't end in a 0 or a 5. To check for a 3, you have to add the digits of the target number. 9 plus 2 equals 11. Because 11 is not a multiple of 3, the card is discarded. Every time you make a move, you must explain your reasoning out loud. You are required to state exactly why a card is being kept or thrown away. Articulating the logic behind each rule helps you internalize the patterns. This constant verbal practice builds your number sense until identifying these factors becomes second nature. The game gets more difficult when it isn't your turn. You have to monitor your opponent's math as closely as your own. Sometimes an opponent might accidentally try to discard a valid factor, like attempting to throw away a 4 when the target is 92. If you catch an error like that, you get to take a card from their pile and add it to your own. Paying close attention to every single card flip allows you to capitalize on an opponent's mistakes and increase your score. The steal rule ensures that both players are always checking the math, turning the game into a constant conversation about numbers. The game concludes once the entire draw deck has been flipped and tested. To find the winner, simply count your cards. The player who collected the most factors takes the match. When you are ready for a bigger challenge, try using a 3-digit target number. This requires you to apply the same divisibility rules to much larger values. You can also add the jacks back into the deck to act as skip-a-turn hazards, which can disrupt a player's momentum at a moment's notice. Improving your math skills is often just a matter of finding the right way to practice. Grab a deck of cards, find a partner, and deal your first round today.